Hey, I'm Logan Wolf, a missionary to Utah. This past weekend, we had a team up in Logan, Utah, which is the second least reached metro in America. We're connected with some locals up there who've been prayer walking in their neighborhood, just 3 or 4 guys going out every day praying. And then we took a team up of several more. There's 9 of us, I think, total, and they basically began to go door to door telling people, hey, we've been praying for the neighborhood. Is there anything specific we can pray with you about? And then many of those conversations turning into gospel presentations. There was a house that during that month, a couple people noted they sensed some darkness there. Something was going on. And so when we were up there this weekend, a friend and I knocked on that door. This lady came to the door, and my friend told her, hey, we've been praying for the neighborhood. You know, we've been praying for you specifically, this house specifically, and then just stopped. And in the moment of silence, or after a long moment of silence, she said, well, I don't know what to say. And so I asked her, I said, well, what do you think God may be trying to do? What do you think he may be? Why would he highlight your home? And there was a little bit of kind of back and forth conversation. And then eventually she said, well, to tell you the truth. And we stepped in and she said, I'm an alcoholic and no one knows it. We eventually ended up in her living room. My friend's sitting next to her on a couch, an ottoman between her. He's sharing the gospel. He's drawing out a little illustration we use to share the gospel. I'm sitting in an armchair across from them. And anyway, at some point in the conversation, she professes faith in Christ. It was incredible. She recognized her need and she cries out to Jesus. And so my friend asked me, he says, well, why don't you pray? And so I begin to pray. And then while I'm praying, I hear my friend say, leave, get out of here. And I thought there was a dog that had been kind of making its rounds in the living room. And I thought, man, this dog must be getting on his nerves. And I look up and it's not the dog at all. The woman is face is contorting. There's facial contortions. Her head is rolling. She's throwing it back over her shoulder. And there seems to be just some kind of demonic presence there. We continue to pray and press in, command whatever the evil spirit, demon it is to leave, and it does. In fact, she even says afterwards she's felt like something had left her. And her whole demeanor, it was night and day, just had changed completely. And she's now professing faith in Christ. In fact, she's one of 2 people that weekend that professed faith in Christ as we were going door to door. In addition to that, we actually came across a disconnected family of Christians. And then, so between that family, these new believers, and then the locals we're connected with, they're actually going to start gathering this weekend, and we're going to see a church birthed there in Logan. Thank you so much for your prayers and for your support. God is doing great things in Utah, and you guys are a big part of that.